Hi, and welcome to the Holly C Podcast, a show about expressing your brilliance with ease and flow. I'll show you how to take the woo-woo out of the clouds and apply it to real life for effortless action. This show is for world changers and future world changers, so if you know there's more to life and you're wondering what's next, this is your show. Hi, I'm Holly, your host. I'm a speaker, author, teacher of health, vitality, and spirituality, and also a dragon spirit guide. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the 3 key mindset shifts that you need to make in order to have abundance and prosperity with ease and flow in your life. Because when we are expressing our brilliance, we are making a difference and a contribution to humanity, and we should receive an equal exchange of energy in return. Otherwise, if you give more than you receive back, you're depleting yourself. And in the long run, it is of less service to humanity when you do that. So, in a nutshell, I'm telling you, it's okay to make money. It's okay to have money. It's okay to be prosperous. It's okay to be successful. Because in doing so, you can help so many more people. So I recently started teaching a course. I call it my Soul Business Fundamentals, like SOUL business. We're heading into the 3rd month of the program, and I can see changes in students that are setting them up for abundance and prosperity for the rest of their life. And it's not about them getting all the stuff done. It's not about setting up your website, getting the infrastructure. That stuff is important. But what's more important is the shift in mindset. So there are 3 key mind shifts for abundance. The first is you get it done, meaning whatever needs to be done, you go and do it. Instead of getting stuck in your head with what I call para-analysis, so you're paralyzed because you're analyzing things to death, or you're paralyzed because you don't know how to do it, or you're paralyzed because you're overthinking it. It takes more time to think about it than to actually do it. So students are making things happen by making things happen. They're just doing it. And by beginning, that solves a lot of those fears and the paralysis, because how do you know how to do it? You learn while you're doing it. The universe shows you this next step, so then you just keep taking the next step and the next step. And before you know it, you've done it. How do you know if it's right or wrong? You actually do it, and then you see what the results are. You can't theoretically figure it out in your head and know for sure. And how do you feel confident in what you're sharing with the world? You practice sharing it. So the second key shift in mindset is the willingness to receive abundance. You can't be prosperous if you turn away prosperity. So you always have to be heading towards it, not running away from it, thinking it's not spiritual to get paid or that you should supplement someone else. When there is an equal energy exchange, then there's expansion and growth. When there is an imbalance with the energy exchange, quite frankly, somebody's getting shafted. And more times than not, that's you. It doesn't mean the other person has bad intent if they get more energy out of it than you, or that you are being selfish when you get more energy than the other person, but the point is to try to make it as equitable as possible, because when you do that, guess what? Something magical happens. The universe responds with energy expansion. So rather than fuss over how much water you're pouring from one cup to the next, passing it around and one person's got more than the other, if you all fill your cups equally, guess what happens? The universe comes and gives you a bigger cup. And then finally, the 3rd mindset shift is to have faith. Because the things that you're doing as you're heading towards your fear, as you're overcoming para-analysis, as you're looking for the equal energy exchange, you will not see the results immediately. Instead, you'll see it in how you're approaching things, you'll see it in how you're feeling. But in the physical world, those results will not yet manifest right away. It takes time. We live in a physical world. The universe is doing everything it can to help accelerate things, but it takes time. And it is in that interim time period before you see the results that you need to have faith. Because if you give up everything that you've done is not going to blossom and grow. It's like the roots are growing under the surface and you've yet to see the flowers popping up. And many people give up their hopes and dreams just when they're so close to seeing their garden blossom. So I can tell you what these mind shifts are, but the best way to make the shift is through action and through clearing, as in clearing the blocks and quieting the mind, so that rather than this being just another piece of information for you, it becomes a part of who you are, so that you realize that you are fully capable of making these shifts, and as a result, you take action. You have ideas and inspiration that you didn't have before the start of this podcast episode. So let's go into the Dragon Spirit space and explore these mind shifts just a little bit more. I don't know which one we'll explore, if we'll explore all three, but that's me having faith that Dragon Spirit will share what we need to know. So for people new to my podcast, let me explain what Dragon Spirit is. It isn't a spirit or entity outside of yourself. Everybody's got a dragon spirit within them, and it's the voice within that craves adventure and exploration, and it's also your connection to the universe. So it knows the most expansive answers to your deepest questions. Very, very convenient. So to enter the dragon spirit space, what we do is we take 3 dragon breaths. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and I'll walk you through it. And when you're in the dragon spirit space, I'm basically tuning in to your energy. Yes, your energy, listening to this recording of this podcast. And the universe shares with me whatever needs to come through to help you connect with your dragon spirit. And when you're connected, then you receive clarity from your heart and soul. Okay, so let's begin. Place your hand on your heart. And you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you breathe out, if you feel like letting out a sigh or a sound like a ha, feel free to do so. Okay, let's begin. Breathe in through your nose, into your belly, and out through your mouth. Ha. And again, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Ha. And once more, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Ha. Relax your jaw, your shoulders, the middle of your back, that area between your shoulder blades. Straighten your spine. Align your spine. Feel your head raising up as you align your back and your spine and your neck. Now, the universe wanted to show you how alignment is so important for what you want to do and accomplish. If you want prosperity and abundance, you must align yourself with prosperity and abundance. You must choose to align yourself with prosperity and abundance, and you must continually align yourself with this prosperity and abundance. Now, your spine is naturally straight. And as a child, you had great posture until a certain point. Perhaps it was too much time at the desk at school, slumping over in the chair, bored to tears. Perhaps it was hunched over too many books, or slouched on the couch watching too much TV, or feeling the burden of your parents' expectations and your shoulders starting to droop, feeling grief over the loss of a loved one, feeling grief over loss of childhood. And slowly your posture began to adjust, and you were no longer that straight-backed child. Perhaps you were, some of you were told in a not-so-nice way to always stand straight. And so you have an exaggerated stance where you're always trying to hold yourself perfectly straight. And it's not natural, it's uncomfortable. Because the strongest trees, the ones that withstand the winds, are the ones that can bend. Your spine was not meant to be perfectly straight all the time. That's why you can hunch over. That's why you can slouch on the couch. That's why you can bend over. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. So to welcome prosperity, you must be aligned, but you must be willing to move and shift too. Breathe in through your nose. Easy, normal, relaxed breath out. And if you want, you can place your hand in your lap if it's still in your heart. So these 3 key mind shifts are about helping you to align with prosperity and abundance. And there will be times where you do the exact opposite of these 3 mind shifts. Times when you rest instead of getting things done. Times when you feel the fear and you let it stop you. You allow yourself to be in the fear. And times when you have faith, but you also have doubt. But then you snap back into alignment and you move forward. It's about knowing when to bend and move and allow yourself to do something different, yet also being able to realign yourself. And the key is to be like water flowing around rocks. There are opportunities all around you, but when you are holding yourself still, you cannot follow the flow. And on that note, we're going to exit the dragon spirit space. Place your hand on your heart, and we'll do 3 dragon breaths again. Breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Ha. And again, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Ha. And in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Ha. Well, it's always amazing to me what I learn in the dragon spirit space. I take everything that comes through in a podcast and I apply it to my life. So wherever you're starting from, you can do this. Just have faith, head for the fear, seek those equal energy exchanges, and when you see opportunity, go for it. And that reminds me, actually, in the dragon spirit space, I mentioned about being able to have faith and have doubt. So you might be interested in episode 47, which is a story of faith in the universe and why it's okay to doubt the universe. And you can find every episode of the Holly C Show, Express Your Brilliance with Ease and Flow, on my website at www.hollyc.com. So I look forward to when we reconnect again. Bye for now.